Hello everyone, welcome to Nishi Ojini Tarot. This is part 2 of the Aries season special of self-appreciation, self-love, self-acknowledgement and self-discovery. This reading is to find out what makes you attractive. This is pile 1, Ace of Pentacles, the Star, pile 2, and the World, pile 3. Please make your selections, meditate, and I'll see you at your pile. Bye. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen the Ace of Pentacles. And from this card, what makes you attractive? Straight up, I see that you can pull something out of nothing. By that I mean, pile 1, that imagine you have just one lipstick in your kit. This is, of course, going only if you are a woman. Or okay, makeup is not limited to women, I guess. So, if you use any makeup, this is just an example. Imagine you have just one product. You have a lipstick. And you have to prepare your entire look based on, dependent on that lipstick. You don't have anything else. You are going to make that work so beautifully. You're going to use it as a blush. You're going to use it as a lip color. You're going to use it on your eyes. You're going to maybe even use it as a bronzer. You have your ways to make something out of nothing and be very presentable. You can look like $1,000,000 and you deck out and you show out even when you maybe do not have a lot of money in the bank. You're going to look wealthy. You are going to look expensive. You're going to look like you have taste. And more importantly, you know very well how to use what you have in the kitty. You probably have a modular or a basic wardrobe that what they call a capsule wardrobe, that you repurpose and then you mix and match with different accessories, and you really know how to make the best use of your buck, is what I see. Okay, pile 1, let's see some more. Very interesting. Okay, what makes pile 1 attractive? I got a reverse 10 of Pentacles for this one, but then it didn't flip out, so I kept it back. But I see a theme here. What makes you attractive? I have a feeling, I'm not sure if you know this, pile 1, but there is a possibility that wherever you go, people start competing for you, not with you, for you. There's something about your aura, or how you look, or your behavior, or your personality. It is so attractive that it starts causing friction and competition in spaces that are already not getting very well together. Imagine you enter a workspace, and the friends, the colleagues over there are work friends, and maybe they are good with each other on the face, but whatever animosity, or I wouldn't call it enmity, whatever sense of competition that they have within between each other, it comes out the moment you step in the scene. I also see that there is a possibility that you attract counter not counterparts, spouses in marriages, like maybe both, maybe one of them. There are your attractiveness literally causes fights in marriages. Of course, not healthy marriages, not very good marriages. uh you know what, no, that's not what I want to say. Every marriage has some sort of insecurity built in, right? uh, at least when at any point of time there will be some source of insecurity within a marriage or a partnership or a friendship even. uh, the moment you step in, that those insecurities bubble up to the surface because you are that attractive. You may not be even, and it's just an ace of pentacles, pile one. You're represented as an ace of pentacles. Your initiation or your entry within a system or within a group, an environment, leads to these kind of changes or these kind of friction, this kind of tension, that all the tension that is probably repressed and suppressed within people, they tend to bubble up when you're around because of your aura or your attractiveness. By one, you just pull it out, right? uh yeah, I see the same. I see a common theme, that is, a hierophant reversed and the four of wands reversed. These are my marriage cards. I do not see a pen, like a king of pentacles or a queen of pentacles, but I do see a king of cups. Yeah, I think you make some ladies, or not necessarily ladies, like some spouses or halves of marriages really insecure, and you may not even be doing, I do not see anything over here that you are doing actively to break anybody's relationship or marriage, right? Nothing over here. The fact that you just exist in your energy, in your light, is bubbling these things up and creating all this friction. So absolutely nothing to do with you, Palwan. Everything to do with situations like these. It can also conversely be, sometimes you enter a new friend group, and a friend group sometimes has like very strong hierarchies and very strong, like, there'll be 2 people or 3 people who are like very close within a group, and then there are others. That happens sometimes, right? uh, when you enter, there is a competition. You kind of break things up, you switch things up. Everybody wants to be your friend, and there is competition to be your friend, to be your partner, to be your business partner, to be your like the closest colleague, the best colleague that you have. There is competition for that going on, Palwan. And yeah, everybody wants to be intertwined with you. They want to break what they already have existing, right? Whatever they have existing, they are if they are uninterested, or if it's not working. See, nothing is working 100%, right? You make a being in a relationship, being in a commitment is, I believe that it's a big part of it is to make a choice every day and to work on it. But Palwan, you kind of changed some hearts over here. All right. This is very interesting. Yeah, they all want to break up their existing pacts and contracts, be it marriage or friendship or business, and they want to come entwine with the Empress, the one who holds the coin, the one who holds the abundance, the one who can make something out of nothing. Exactly, something out of nothing. The Empress is the divine feminine, and she is represented by a pregnant lady. Basically, you give her a seed and she can create a garden, she can create a tree, right? Biologically, agriculturally, whatever it is. So you have that, you make things happen, you create things, you can multiply things, is what I see, and that is very, very attractive. It's actually it's like the first trait of being Lakshmi, right? Lakshmi is the goddess in is a goddess in Hindu mythology, who can who we pray to. She's the goddess of wealth, but not necessarily wealth. She's the goddess of prosperity. Yes, prosperity and abundance. So when you have Lakshmi in the house, you can keep the money, you can multiply your money, you can the Lakshmi, or ladies, or like women or mothers or wives are said to be blessed by Lakshmi when they can really manage the money very well. They make sure nobody's getting less or more, but everyone is having enough. So it is a form of abundance. Everyone has enough, right? Making something out of nothing. You have a little bit of leftover rice or leftover dal, and you make a nice paratha out of it the next day, a nice bread out of it the next day. It's you're making something really delicious out of leftovers. Those are, you don't have to do that, of course, but those are signs that you are blessed with Lakshmi, according to our mythology. Just to demonstrate this exact thing that I'm saying, you can create something out of nothing. You can create you can create gardens out of just one single seed. You have that kind of resource building, that capacity. You can look beautiful out of 3 outfits just by interchanging them. You're going to show out and you're going to look really nice, and very resourceful in that way. Pile 1, what a wonderful reading. I think that and that kind of resourcefulness, that blessing from goddess Lakshmi, Palwan, is one of the most attractive and one of the most sought after qualities in the world, right? People can earn money, but do they know how to keep it? People can pull in money. People can pull in money with fair means, unfair means, doesn't matter. But if they squander it away, it doesn't last, right? Also, the way you are causing these, you are not causing, but like your presence, just your aura, the way it's causing these friction and problems, and people getting insecure. Again, very, very Lakshmi. Lakshmi is called to be chanchal. Chanchal means naughty, right? Doesn't like to stay in one place. Flighty, very flighty. Makes you a little worried, makes you a little insecure. Actually, the fact that when people are worried and people are a little scared to lose money is when they know how to keep it, is when they learn how to keep it. when they know how not to squander it, when they are wise about it, when they know how to earn it, right? Earn it the right way. That is who Lakshmi goes to. Not to someone who is who takes their abundance for granted, who takes their prosperity for granted, not somebody who takes the relationship for granted. No. No, Lakshmi does not stay with those kind of people. Yeah, that was a different tangent altogether, Palwan, but yeah, so many different ways to read it, but very interesting. Okay, any messages from the universe to you, Palwan? Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. Okay, and yeah, morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, and a positive outlook. Yes, your positivity, your clarity of thought, the way you can pull something out of nothing. You're very clear. You do not get muddled, and you do not get stressed with like for you nothing is less, everything is enough, right? If you want to look pretty, one makeup product, you can make an entire makeup look, and you're going to deck out. You need 3 items in your wardrobe, and you can mix and match it for so many things. You can look at things in a very inventive way, and your positivity really helps in creating entirely new avenues for yourself. And the grandmother. Okay, in case where you go, there are some tensions and some chaos that follows you, Palwan. Do not fret about it, do not worry about it. You are absolutely coveted, right? You are coveted, and you should not be ashamed, or you should not blame yourself for situations that may occur just because of who you are. Don't bother with those. If it gets too much, try to distance, be polite, create a safe distance between you and them, and just observe. There's no need to get intertwined. They may want to be intertwined with you, but you choose. You are, again, Lakshmi chooses where they want to go. Yeah, you may steal wealth, you may try to trap wealth, but no, Lakshmi goes where she wants to go. You cannot do any of that. You have to be wise, you have to earn them, and you have to respect them for them to stay. For somebody like you to stay. So from this card, that is what I'm picking up. Do not feel bad about the different different incidents that happen maybe around you. Do not worry about that. You just be you, Palwan, is all I would like to say. What an interesting reading. Yeah, for more such readings, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to partake in more of your energy if you would like. All right, see you in the next reading. Bye. Welcome, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. To find out what makes you attractive, you have chosen the Star. From this card itself, what I can read is you are focused on what you are doing, right? In your life, maybe there have been a lot of incidents that you are focused. Yes, what makes you attractive is, Pal 2, that when you are completely submerged in your purpose is when you look your most attractive self. There is a shine, and there's a radiance that emanates from you that makes you feel to others makes you feel very elusive and very I wouldn't call you distant, but just so shiny. They want to grab you, they want to have a piece of you, but you are absolutely submerged in what you are doing, and that is what makes you the most attractive. Pile 2. And this reminds me of uh, a friend of mine and I were talking a few days ago, and it's about flow state. She's a sports woman. We were together in college, and she used to play absolutely every game on campus. You have your badminton, volleyball, basketball, whatever you can name, she used to play. She was our sports secretary for our college as well. And she used to look the hottest to everyone. Forget about men, to women, men. It didn't matter. She used to be extremely sweaty and tired, but she used to be so focused and so submerged and immersed in her game that she used to just be her most attractive self. Pile 2, people project a lot onto you. Yes, you are in your own zone, right? You are in your, and you are probably somebody who, so in this scenario that you are completely in your own zone and you're doing whatever you want, and you're doing what you love, and you're following your own purpose, or at least what makes you feel very aligned, and something that you like to do, let's just put it that way, that you enjoy to do, and you feel like, okay, this is something that I love, right? When you're doing that, when you're in your alignment, you're doing what you're meant to do, you are busy doing it. You are in your own zone. The people around you start projecting onto you, right? They start imagining what a life would with you, how sweet a life with you would be like. What if you were their partner? What if you were their girlfriend? What if you were like maybe a girl best friend? No, I do not see that. This is romantic, very much romantic. They start projecting very romantic scenarios, start creating these romantic scenarios with you, and you have no idea, you have absolutely no idea, you're just doing what you want, right? But also you are focused on the water in this card, but the what I first noticed actually is you looking here, but your entire body being bare, right? So there is some sort of projection of romantic feelings, but there's also a little bit of objectification, not objectification as such particularly, but people start, I have a feeling people, you inflame a lot of imaginations, is what I would say. Pile 2, romantically as well as carnally, physically, people start imagining what they would how you would be like in their lives, focusing on them, and also maybe in bed, focusing again on them, right? When your flow state, or your focus, your intense focus, they would like to replace this with themselves, but and they project that you will be a healing force basically in their lives, that you'll be very healing, that you will kiss their pains away, You will, the moment they come in, the moment you get into their lives or in the beds or whatever it is, all their burdens will fall away, all of their problems will go away, and it's like an escape, right? They're also fantasizing about you or imagining about you is sort of their escape. Okay, there's a lot of heavy, you attract a lot of projection because of your elusive nature and the fact that you are focused and you're not giving anyone any explanations on what you're doing, why you're doing, nothing. You're just doing what you're doing. You're in your own zone. But people, when there is that is, I think that is like the basis of stardom. Pile 2, that elusivity and that big fill in the blank, right? People can fill up whatever projections and whatever ideas they can they want to onto you. I think that is why maintaining that elusivity and that mysteriousness is very, very important for you to be a star, for you to be well liked by everyone. If you give everyone a lot of opinions and a lot of explanations, then they'll know what is what. When you maintain a shroud of mystery, then they can create any fantasy in their own head, right? I think that is what is happening in this case. They somehow make up their minds is what I'm saying, about things. You help them. Okay, interesting. 2 of Wands again. There is an they were looking for, yeah, okay. So I think no, it's not close. It's not even close actually. But this reminds me of pile 1, in which if they were a little, you're like a coin to be tossed. Pile 2, when we toss a coin, and before we toss a coin, if we do not know what we want, we'll just assign one decision and another decision on the coin and just flip it, and before it lands on our hand and we see the reveal, we already know what we want. So because you are so, that mystery and that elusiveness kind of by you attracting that kind of projection because of these things, those projections help people make up their mind about any kind of confusion that they have. It removes any sort of confusion, or it gives them a lot of clarity, if that makes any sense. Pile 2, that was very interesting actually, how I interpreted that. I remember when I had a crush. This is really dumb, but I had a crush on this guy in school, and I knew he was a senior, and I had absolutely no idea about him. He was not even in my school. He was in some other school. So again, no idea. All I knew about him was he was popular. He was like the head boy in his school, and the third thing was he was an amazing musician. He was a very good guitarist, and I used to really like to sing, and I felt I had a good voice, but I was very afraid and I was too shy to perform. So I imagined in my head that, okay, this guy is popular and he's a musician, and if I establish myself as not a renowned singer, but at least if I participate in a few competitions, and if I become a good singer, like maybe he'll get to know about me, and maybe he'll think that I'm very dateable, maybe he'll find me attractive. So I participated in a few singing competitions and everything in school, and nothing happened. Nothing happened because I got so involved in this singing. So I started, like, I didn't take it up professionally or anything, but I broke that fear of my going onto stage and singing. or like even performing, no, not performing, like at least humming or singing in front of a few friends and family. I used to be very afraid to do even that before. So did he like my singing? I have no idea. I don't even know if he knows, right? But because I projected that onto him, because I hoped that someday he would discover that I'm also a singer, he would start liking me. And this, nobody told me this. This is what I assumed, because it was my projection, because that is what I really wanted. I wanted to be like him. The reason I had a crush on him in the first place is because I was impressed by him. I coveted that a little bit. So I started doing it on my own, and the shyness and all that that holding myself back, that just went away. It just gave me like a reason to explore this side of myself. And I think that was the best use ever of a crush in my life that I've ever done. And I think basically what I'm saying is, you inspire these kind of things. Pile 2, your that gap, that mystery that you're giving people is actually helping them seed what they want and what they do not want in their lives. And whether they'll come up to you and tell you or not, that is far from the purpose. But what is happening is they are finding their own, they are becoming better versions of themselves because of your existence. Pile 2, how sweet, how sweet. Like also you are what you attract, because you are so immersed in your own craft, or in your own purpose, or in your own north node, or wherever you want to go. Since you're so immersed in it, people believe that the only way to attract you is to become that themselves. So through you, they are finding their own purpose as well. Pile 2. And this is not a very conscious decision for me also. I was like 16 when I had this brilliant idea to start singing in front of people, because this guy was a musician. Because it was not something that I did consciously. I did not know about law of attraction, nothing. I didn't know any of that. I understood it very subconsciously, that if I wanted to be at par with him, at least at par, I should also have a passion, or anything. Of course, I wasn't very good at sports or something else. The first thing that came to my mind was music, so that is what I started, at least. So you are encouraging people to become an energetic match to yourself, which is brilliant. By you yourself being in alignment and focused on your purpose, you are aligning other people also to their purpose. Pile 2, how wonderful. Okay, and people start. There's a lot of imagination. I don't think any of these people come to you. Pile 2, I don't think anybody is expressing themselves. They're probably just getting to working themselves, bettering themselves, letting go of their bad habits, coming out of the shell. Coming out of the shell, letting go of the bad habits. Yes. So wow, how wonderful. Pile 2. Okay, any messages from the universe? Three. Okay, 3 I can take. Fertile void. See, void, that too, exactly here. There's that blank space that people can project on as happily as they want, and it's very, very fertile. That means you provide them with the space and the you pull their imaginations and give them a reason to follow their own voyages and journey. You set people off on their own journeys. Pile 2, fertile void. inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. Yes, there's a lot of secret beginnings. You attract a lot of secret crushes. You may think that I have absolutely no idea, if there is somebody who is crushing on me or not. Of course, you don't know. We've already established that. But you are in your own zone. You have absolutely no idea. But people are falling all around you and doing what they have to, so that you look up a little bit and look at them. Crowning, initiation. Oh my god, see, this is a very potent reading. Parto, beautiful, potent reading. Initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, seat at the table. They are pining and pushing themselves to become able enough to get a seat at your table, to have some of your attention. Palto, you are initiating them in their own journeys, like I mentioned. The sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. And you are also inciting a lot of beautiful. So this comes with these three, right? Three of Wands and High Priestess in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Like I don't know how this example that I gave about my own life fits so well, but I see that exact same thing happening with these people who are really just teeming around you like flies. Pile 2 is that they are coming out of their own shells and they're finding their own source of joy. Pile 2, just being around you and you inspiring them to do this. You're not asking them to do this, you're inspiring them to do this just by being your own light. Wow, very, very potent. And you have absolutely no idea, but you are an awakener. And what can be more attractive than that, right? The universe places us in such strategic positions at such strategic times. It baffles me that we are supposed to be. I'll give you an example of Priyanka Chopra. Actually, I think about her a lot. One day in a week, I'll think at least once, twice, thrice about Priyanka Chopra. It's an alarming alarming rate at which I think of her. She inspires me a lot because and her journey actually is very interesting, because she is one of the first people in our industry to go global, to make, not to come back, like she is global now she's a global superstar. She went out from India. She's working with very big houses, right, entertainment houses, and she's one of the first people to get pay parity, right? All because she did not she saw that she was not being appreciated here in her own industry, and she wanted more, so she fled and she started from scratch over there. And the fact that she did it and now she's talking about it, because now she's already done it, and the way she's a very powerful orator. It could have been anyone else. It could have, her journey could have been on anyone else, but the fact that it was her, she's a former Miss World also. They're very good at inspiring people, and they're very well trained in that space of just being very inspirational figures. Not all celebrities have that, mind you. They are beauty queens, and they have a different kind of training. The fact that it was her to do all of that, to have that journey, actually inspired so many women and men that I know of. I personally know so many people who look up to Priyanka Chopra, Jonas at this point, that she actually defied so many norms, and she broke a lot of barriers, she broke a lot of ceilings, and the most important thing is she did it on a world stage, so that everybody saw, so that everybody could see that it could be done. And this entire thing is reminding me of that. And I'm comparing you with Priyanka Chopra. I don't think there's a high compliment that I can give you, at least. Yeah, this is beautiful. So yeah, that's all, pile 2. It was a long reading, but it was a pleasure reading for you. Please subscribe to join this channel. I would really appreciate that. And thank you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the World card for your read, and we are here to find out what makes you attractive. So pile 3, what I'm reading here is you are an all-rounder. You are liked and attractive. Everyone finds you attractive. It doesn't matter. Wherever you go, you have eyes following you. You have something for everyone, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you have some. So I came to that conclusion because, see, there are, this is for Aquarius. This is for, what was this for? Scorpio, I think. Yes, the most evolved form of Scorpio, which is a water sign. This is an air sign, Aquarius. This is Taurus, bull, earth sign, and this is fire. That is it's a lion, Leo, so fire sign. These are all fixed signs, and you are in the center, and they're all looking at you. Okay, they are not all looking at you, but yeah, there is something for everyone, for every element. You have all the elements with you, pile 3. I'm using so much Hindi in this reading, but this is not Hindi actually. This is maybe Sanskrit. It's called Sarvagun Sampan. It means you have all the qualities that one can aspire to have. All the good qualities, of course. Gun means good qualities. Sarv means all, and Sampan means complete. So you are complete with all good qualities, is how I am reading this. Sarvagunak Sampan. Okay, let's dive a little bit into this reading, please. Pile 3, you are endings. You end a way of being for people. How you do it is, there are 2 ways, right? You may resonate with either you invest in situations, you wait for them to work out. When they do not work out, you walk away. All right, after that you take rest. You take rest as in you process whatever happened. It may be difficult for you to do that, but you take your time. You go into a time of hibernation and understand what actually happened, and you come back with a more evolved version of yourself. After that, you are not interested in what attracted you in the first place, and you make your own beginning. You create your own beginning. Okay, so there is an ending, and then there is its ending. We are starting with the World card, that is for ending. After ending, there is some processing. There is coming back from your hibernation, and then starting something completely new, which is also a cycle in itself, right? There is of course there is your start to end process. That is a cycle, but this is the latter end, or the other end of the cycle, right? This is the cycle completion. What happens after the cycle completion? right? You are making space for something new to come up, and that is what I'm seeing here very clearly in your spread. Second way to interpret this is people wait on you. People wait on you. People are, when things break off. Either you are breaking things off or the other person is breaking things off. Either way, one of you realizes, whoever you're with, right? It may be a friendship. Again, it may be a friendship. It may be a business. It may be a relationship. It may be a situationship. It can be anything. It can be a family dynamic also. You stop giving to a situation. Basically, you stop giving. You know when to walk away after doing some after a phase of investment. When it's not working out the way you're waiting and you feel shortchanged or breadcrumbed, either you walk away or you make other people like you wait till other people get the hint and walk away themselves, and you will be polite to them, but you will not give a lot to the situation so that they get it, right? After that, the other person will do some introspection, process their own sadness, and come back stronger. But by the time, in this case, it's a little different. By the time they come up with like an offer or something for you, like you've been waiting for something and then you realize that you don't want to wait anymore and you walk away because you deserve better. And in the meantime, either you are doing this processing or they are also doing this processing during the time of waiting, right? Maybe you both are doing some processing, and then the other party comes up with with an offer that they think that you might like, and they offered it to you, and then they realize that no, you're not interested anymore because you don't want a cup anymore. What you have focused your attention towards is something completely new, and it's a pentacle, right? They are offering you a cup, but you are focused on creating, seeding whatever this has taught you into the ground so that something beautiful grows. You reject whatever cup they are giving to you. See, you don't want this. What you want is a seed which you already have because you have created it during this time of quietude. So what makes you attractive? What is the most attractive trait about this? You are very, very good at people. You are very, very good at alchemizing energy, cycling energy. You are very, very good at evolving and leveling up. That is your trait. You are a champ at it. When life gives you lemons, you are going to make lemonade. You are going to squeeze all the lemon out of, the juice out of the lemons. You'll make lemonade, and then you are going to pull the seeds out and you're going to plant and you're going to create a lemon garden and you're going to create a business. You are a champ at this. Creating lemon aid from lemons. Not only that, you're also a lemon business, a lemon orchard, a lemon empire. Okay, you're very, very good at that. And that's your most attractive. So your losses are never losses. You never lose. Pile 3, basically. You are an eternal winner, even though it feels bad for a certain amount of time, for a certain phase of time. Eventually, whatever life is giving you, whatever energy is being thrown at you, you know how to alchemize it very, very nicely to make it work for yourself. And this is, my God, this is a very, very, I don't know who I'm reading this for. I hope these are for me actually, because I would love to be able to see myself this way, very, very strong, potent, very strong and potent people who know how to, very spiritually advanced, actually, very, very spiritually advanced. I'm not sure again who I'm reading this for, because this is my sixth video, and I'm still finding my community. But the readings that are coming up are just out of this world, actually, out of this world, very, very spiritually advanced. And I'm very grateful to be able to read these kind of energies. Also, oh my god, the beauty of this reading is this is ending with an Ace of Pentacles, and the first reading started with an Ace of Pentacles. So like there was an entire there's an entire beautiful cycle that has happened, right? Start with the Ace of Pentacles, initiate things, cause differences, the new changes are causing, friction and all of that. You're attracting attention. Then after that you get completely submerged in, I'm reading this as a whole for the collective. You get completely immersed in your craft, in the new purpose that you have found in the new environment. You have given as much as you wanted, and as much as you could get from it, you have given. You initiate people in their own journeys in that phase. After that, once things are not moving as fast and you know that it's time to leave, you leave. After you leave, you alchemize whatever you have learned from that previous cycle into something completely new. And whatever you have cycled out of, you do not need that anymore. So maybe you were on a quest of maybe you wanted everyone to be very generous with their praises towards you, right? You are working hard, you're working as hard as you can, you're doing your best, you're doing your utmost. And somewhere in your heart, maybe you're doing it for a certain reason. Maybe it is for praise, just for example, right? Maybe that praise is giving you some sort of validation and kick to work harder. Initially, that is what was the carrot at the end of the stick that was making you run after it. But it stopped coming. It stopped coming after a point, and then you realize that people are taking you for granted. So then you're like, okay, this is not working out. Let me take a step back. You take a step back, you alchemize whatever there was. You give it to yourself, probably. After that, you don't need it. And once you have completed this entire cycle, you have already gained whatever you had to gain from this cycle. You start on a completely different or elevated cycle altogether. If that makes sense. Pile 3. Yeah, a champion. Very easy with beginnings and ends, and ends and beginnings. Very, very easy with ending things, knowing where to end and walk away. And then alchemizing it, making it and creating something very new out of it. I can read this as, I initially read this as a relationship only. Right, whatever maybe you were needing something and you were waiting for somebody to give you something, right? Maybe it is a thank you, maybe it is a gift, maybe it is somebody to see, to give you a compliment here and there. These are very simple things, but we keep waiting sometimes and expecting them from sources that are not going to come, until the time you realize that it's not going to come. And it's better to, you don't have to end the situation, of course, but you know how to take a step back, give it to yourself, and then have absolutely no need and then for it anymore. And then you automatically transcend to a different level of learning and growth. in which this is not a factor anymore. Your expectation or hope or waiting for praise and appreciation or compliments is not going to mar or distract you from what you really need. This is how there is elevation, you are also digging into who you are, into your core values, what actually matters, right? What you actually need from the world. In the end, it's usually nothing. By the time you reach nothing, you'll gain nirvana. And the purpose of life, I believe, is to keep elevating and keep digging down and keep breaking the shackles of these hopes and expectations. Keep detaching, because you can give it to yourself, and you learn that you are one, and like that that praise is yours already, and like it's all one, and it's you are one, and you are all, that kind of unity consciousness, basically. But okay, let's not get that philosophical. Basically, you are very, very good at elevating yourself from situations, is what I'm seeing. Any other, and definitely very, very attractive, because you are going after that. I think until this point, and this is also a beautiful journey that you have, right? Until this point, since you're expecting and waiting for validation, you're expecting and waiting for people to see you as nice and beautiful, the attractiveness is not coming till here. The attractiveness, you become superlatively attractive once you have already given it to yourself, and you do not need it from outside, right? You have given that to yourself, you don't need it from outside, whatever it is, right? Right now it may be your compliments, like I mentioned. It may be opportunities. It may be maybe after a point of, like, when it comes to opportunities, after a point of time, after you keep waiting for opportunities, you learn that you have to learn how to give it to yourself, right? So you start creating your own opportunities. You know how to create your own opportunities. You're very satisfied, and you are not waiting for other people to give you opportunities. Once you do that, people are going to not TEAM, they are going to TEEM, like flies around you. That is when you become honey. That is when you become attraction personified, because now you are that energy, right? You already know how to give yourself an opportunity, so all opportunities are going to rush towards you. That is how you become a magnet, basically. And then you start on a quest. Now you have enough, more than enough of what you need. It may be admiration, be it relationships, be it people who want to date you, take you out, people who remember your birthday. Maybe, there may be sometimes that people forget our birthdays even, right? And you are just, all you want is, everything else is great, but people collectively, they've all forgotten your birthday, right? Sometimes it happens, right? A year here or two. At least it has happened to me, that sometimes things have been so hectic that my family, my friends, everyone forgot that it's my birthday. And I felt extremely bad, very, very bad. And initially I had no plans, because I thought that, okay, there'll be a party, there'll be cake, and then I'll feel important, and I feel loved on that day, which I feel I deserve. But there is a need. So when I realized that, okay, nobody's going to, I think they have forgotten my birthday, what I do is, once I come to that point that, okay, you know what, it is still my birthday, and I deserve to feel special. I don't care if they give it to me or not. I'm going to make myself feel special. Suddenly, everybody suddenly remembers, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot your birthday, this and that. Your phone starts beeping and pinging constantly with people who just suddenly all together remembered. Why does that happen? Because you have reached that place of not needing it anymore, and you have already become that energy. You have become that energy of what you wanted in the first place. You have become it. And that is how you are attractive, because that is attraction. Becoming it is when you attract the same kinds towards yourself. This is all unity consciousness work. This is all law of attraction. And you have, my friend, mastered it. You're very good at alchemy. This is alchemy at its best. And wow, I have learned a lot actually from this reading. Yeah, beautiful. Within 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, within 10 cards, you have demonstrated with your energy how a big part of law of attraction, spirituality, everything, you have demonstrated that just by your being. So thank you so much for tuning in. Pile 3, any messages? Pile 3 is, by the time I reach pile 2, pile 3, it becomes very, I wouldn't say heavy, but like it becomes very spiritual. I would say pile 3s and pile 2s are quite spiritual. I mean, so pile 1s, but then it's more like, it's a little bit lighter. Nope, apparently you have figured this out. The universe has nothing to teach you right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna push it. All right, pile 3, you're doing really well, and I don't have to explain to you what makes you attractive. You are attraction. You are the definition of attraction, clearly. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to join my community, and for more such readings like this, please subscribe, join in, and I would like to read a little bit more for you. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Not sure why this is happening. Anyway.